Do you have investment properties that are negative in cash flow? The reason I ask you the question is I had a load of properties, Australian properties, that were all negative in cash flow, thinking that that was the way to go. I had accumulated many of them. That is what you're taught to do. You're taught to do that, to accumulate as many as you can through all the Australian educators, regardless of them being negative in cash flow. One property was negative by $7,000, which means I have to be earning gross income of $10,000 per year to be able to subsidise just one property. Does that make sense? No. You are sitting back waiting for that capital growth. You're waiting for that day that sometimes never comes. I was not happy investing my money that way, waiting for that day that I could capitalise on any possible growth. And I reiterate the word possible. None of us have a crystal ball, so none of us know if that market is going up and by how much. So I have to ask you the question, are you happy with where you are with your property investments? If you're not sure, I will ask you another question. Did you make money from your investment property from day one? If not, I have an alternative. But before I talk about my alternative, I will share with you my reason for why I do what I do. 15 years ago, I became a single parent through tragic circumstances and was left to bring up my 4-year-old daughter. With no career or job at the time, I worked my way through university and came out a degree qualified accountant and got a full-time job. I was a professional accountant. I was working 9 to 5. It was more like 6 to 6. I really didn't like my job and I was completely stressed out. My profession was all about constantly keeping up with information and legislation, and it came with a feeling of being out of my depth on so many occasions. The salary did not match the hours or the amount of time and energy that I put in. I was putting my daughter into daycare, into before school care, after school care, vacation care. I mean, the list went on, and I was never able to spend that quality of time that I really wanted to do whilst I was working. So I was not getting ahead based on the amount of time that I was spending at the office, and the salary was just not enough. I had to look for another way. I was a single mother with a young daughter, and my vision was to build a financial wall around my family that nothing or no one could get through. And so I asked the question, how was I going to do that? And there was only one answer, and that was to replace a household income. In 2005, I officially left my job, and I have never been back to a full-time job since then. I put myself around the right people, got the right education, got the right coaching, and then I started my own international real estate business. It now creates income that comes in month after month after month consistently. I've also coached others to do exactly the same. With all of my skills, knowledge and experience of building a successful real estate business, I ask you the question, are you happy with your property investments? If you want the freedom and flexibility of being able to create a business from anywhere around the world, then you need to take action. Click on the link and it will take you to my website where I will share with you my report on how to achieve financial freedom buying USA real estate. You will also receive my video training on the 7 steps to buying USA real estate, the 7 steps that I used which allowed me to leave my job in 2005 and never go back.